Welcome, everybody, welcome. Y'all know what time it is. Spooky Scary Sunday. Back at you on time.
Alright, who gonna tell him?
We got a jam-packed episode for you all today, so everybody come on in. Come on, sit down. Yes, you in the back. Hurry up! Hey, taking all day. You stepping all in Spooky Scary Sunday. I want to explain to the newcomers what it is. While y'all do that, I'm gonna talk about my merch real quick. Rocking the oh-so-premium 10 mil play button design.
10,000,000.
Guys, be sure to get your CoryxKenshin 10 mil merch today. Oh, by the way, let me tell you about this scam website real quick. It's called Merch Zezzer. Hey, Merch Zezzer. Yo, real quick, the person that's running that site, get ready for the lawsuit that's coming your way. If you see an ad that looks like this, or you go to any URL that's not CoryxKenshin.com, it is a scam. So Merch Zezzer, you asked for this one. The lawsuit is coming. I hope them dollars that you made off of my name was worth it, because you're in trouble. But anyways, CoryxKenshin.com, guys. Make sure you check your URL before you order anything. Let's get started. Spooky Scary Sunday for the newcomers. I won't name call y'all today. It's the show where every Sunday the samurai come together as the beautiful tribe that we are. We get together and we watch some scary videos sent in by you guys via Twitter using the hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday. You go to Twitter, follow me at CoryxKenshin, use the hashtag Spooky Scary Sunday, and leave a link to the scariest video that you know. And if your video gets picked, you get a shout out. Guys, shout out guy is gone. Like, it's weird. So sit back, relax, grab some snacks. Go ahead, get you some chicken nuggets, some french fries, and get you a water today. We'll do a healthy bev. And with all that being said, first video. Now, the first video of this week is called Story Time, and it was uploaded by Treats for Beasts. Now, this was sent to us by Ruby, who said, this video left me with an unnerving feeling. Well, I'm looking at this dude's face, and I'm looking at his baby's face, and I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Let's watch. You alright, man?
It's story time.
Okay. What's the baby? Story time.
Z is cooking.
What?
His windows are steamy.
Why is he? I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like, I gotta break it up. I gotta digest this in chunks. This dude said, Z is cooking.
Z is cooking.
Okay.
His windows are steamy.
Right. Okay.
That tree is lonely. Perfect for a scene.
For a what? Scene? Bro, what are you staring at?
Bob is putting on his boots.
Alright.
We have to leave now.
Oh! He stole that baby!
You wanna look at the scene?
What? The tree is lonely. It's perfect for a scene. What? Okay. What? You can eat colors? You know when you go to bed after you eat Taco Bell and then you just have like dreams or nightmares that make no sense? Literally that. You know what I mean? With the first half, I'm thinking like that dude kidnap that baby. The second half, I'm sorry, I have no explanation for you. Matter of fact, Ruby, how did you even find that video? Alright, this next one is called 4 True OnlyFans Horror Stories. And this was uploaded by the legend Horror Shorts Party. Now this was sent to us by Lovemere, who said, I want a Nutri-Grain bar, react to the first one, I got instant chills. You don't even gotta tell me. I'm dropping these off like you do your kids at school. Here you go. Open your mouth up. Here we go. We in here. Horror Shorts Party. We in here. OnlyFans.
I was in my early 20s and was unfortunately unemployed. The stress of not having a job while living with the obligation of having student loans, in addition to the monthly payments for my student housing, always weighed heavy on my shoulders.
I got you.
I was a student majoring within the medical field, so the majority of my time was delegated to schoolwork and applying for jobs online, as I was living off the funds I made from my last retail job. The quality of my life at this time was both extremely stressful and depressing, as I would literally live off eating crackers and cheap instant noodle packs.
Girl, come see this. They got a ramen noodle exhibit. You know that's your favorite. Be careful, children. That's a lot of sodium.
I would even go as far as to sleep hungry sometimes, just to save every last dollar.
Hey, that's the grind though. Hey, everybody started like this. Well, not everybody. Most people start like this though. Now, back in my day, when it was my turn to go through the trials and tribulations, there was no OnlyFans. Now, would I have done it? I might have, you know, put a couple toes on there, you know, nothing crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
Possible to help pay for my rent and school funds. I remember staying up late one night.
Oh, is that the same human being?
I had a biology exam coming up within a few days. I could recall being overwhelmed from the monotonous material I was drilling into my head when I heard a loud knock on my door.
Dang!
Sarah? Sarah, can you answer the door? It's Charlie. Hello? I know you're in there.
Who?
I heard you watching TV 5 minutes ago.
Yes? What do you want, Charlie?
I need to talk to you. Can you please answer the door?
No. Why did you open the door?
Hey, Sarah. You know your rent is due, right?
Okay, landlord.
I'll get it to you by tomorrow. I've just been a little flustered with school.
Don't worry. You can give it to me tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Charlie. You're a lifesaver.
To make it easier on you, I do take other forms of payment.
Oh! Me Too movement. Me Too movement. Run it back, Turbo. Getting him up out of here. I do accept other forms of payment.
What do you mean by that?
What are you talking about? Huh? Huh? Oh, you think just because I'm a female, you're gonna extract some other form of payment? What?
You right?
I'll get it to you by tomorrow. I've just been a little flustered with school.
Don't worry. You can give it to me tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Charlie. You're a lifesaver.
To make it easier on you, I do take other forms of payment, you know.
What you talking about?
I'm good. I'll just pay you tomorrow.
What's wrong, Sarah? I'm just trying to help a pretty little girl like you out.
Oh!
Don't you want my help? Don't worry. It'll only take 5 minutes tops. We'll act like nothing ever happened.
Oh! I'm clutching my pearls right now. Women, I am so... Let me apologize on the behalf of men. First of all, we don't claim men like this, all right? If y'all have ever had to deal with something like this, I am so sorry. Imagining my child having to deal with something like this. I'm like, hey, you always want to approach confrontations so calm, because it disarms them once you turn up. Like, hey, so my daughter, she told me that you offered other forms of payment for the rent. Yeah, she was saying something about, you said it was gonna take 5 minutes.
Yeah, only thing is you about to be dead in the next 5 minutes, boy. Oh, what's that? Oh, you can't breathe? Oh! Well, here, why don't I give you 5 minutes? And if you survive that, I'll let you go. How about that?
Girl like you out. Don't you want my help? Don't worry. It'll only take 5 minutes tops. We'll act like nothing ever happened.
Wow.
Imagine not having to worry of paying a single bill again, Sarah, for just a measly 5 minutes of your time. Did I ever tell you that you look just as beautiful as my daughter?
I said I'm good.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
How you gonna make mention and compare somebody that you're trying to sleep with to your daughter?
You better pay me tomorrow, you little brat, or else you could get the hell out of my property.
Wow.
I've always had unsettling vibes from my landlord the day I moved in here, but unfortunately couldn't really do much, as the housing market for students around the area were either occupied or way over my budget. As busy as I was with school, I was always a social butterfly at heart, and had a pretty decent following on my social media. I unfortunately didn't make any money online, but I did have about a couple hundred fans in my DMs and comment section, asking if I had an OnlyFans. I, of course, didn't own one, as I was always hesitant in encountering weirdos within the online world.
Right.
I really didn't want to run into the risk of being recognized by any school colleagues or relatives for that matter, considering the internet was a large place where anything could be shared or screen recorded nowadays.
Yes.
At the time that this occurred, I was extremely eager to make any form of income without having to deal with the hassle of working a regular job, which is why I ultimately decided to sign up for an OnlyFans account.
Another one bites the dust.
I decided to take a couple of provocative selfies of myself while wearing some outfits that I thought would be appealing to the rather large male audience I had accumulated through my years on social media.
AKA simps.
I even went as far to take self-portraits of myself in bed, using a professional camera I had owned. I remember uploading the catalog of images on my profile while promoting it on my Instagram story, just to see if there was going to be any first-time buyers willing to see the other side of me. I made sure to hide the stories from my close relatives, especially my mother, as I didn't want them knowing I wanted to explore the mature side of myself,
They're gonna find
and that
it.
I wasn't solely depending on making a living using OnlyFans. I can recall it not even being 5 minutes yet, when I noticed a notification on OnlyFans. I then refreshed my homepage, only to see that I got my first paid subscriber.
5 minutes?
If I had to be honest, I was quite thrilled at the notion that anyone would be interested in me, or should I say my looks. I remember the user then sending a message saying, "Hey beautiful, happy to be your first OnlyFans sub." I typed,
Thank you. Let me know if you'd like to see more.
The user then playfully requested for several provocative pictures of myself wearing lingerie. I felt a little uncomfortable hearing such a request, but I knew in the back of my head that this was going to take some getting used to, especially if I wanted to pursue a potential career on OnlyFans. Regardless of who this person was, I decided to take the requested pictures in front of a mirror using my cell phone. I then uploaded the images onto my laptop and charged the man a lump sum of $50 per photo. The man then responded, "I want to be your one and only customer forever."
Huh?
I obviously found this a bit alarming, but casually brushed it off by telling the user I was going to go study and that I was going to catch him later. I then made my way to the kitchen to make some instant noodles, while resuming the dreadful exam preparation I had procrastinated on since the beginning of the day. I remember studying for at least a good 2 hours straight before calling it a night. I then headed back to my bedroom, only to notice my laptop was still open, and wanted to see if there was any further activity with my OnlyFans account. That's when I saw at least 100 unread messages coming from the same user that I had interacted with earlier. The messages varied from things like, "Where are you?" to, "Hello? I've been waiting for you for hours now."
Look at the last one. Y'all suckers want to make an OnlyFans? Get ready for that lifestyle that you signed up for. Get ready.
To really aggressive messages like, "Answer me, ho."
Dang,
This left
I'm
me
a garden
completely
tool now?
dumbfounded, as the user then seemed apologetic towards the end of the messages, as if he suffered from bipolar disorder.
Nah, you're blocked.
I honestly contemplated on blocking this guy, but as I scrolled through the messages, I noticed one of them offering to pay me $100 if I sent a video of myself crying on camera. I couldn't tell if this guy was joking or if it was some sort of sick fetish of his, but I decided to oblige as I really needed the money. I began to screen record a video of myself using my webcam and began to force myself to cry by thinking of sad things like the death of my grandmother or the divorce of my parents.
You dragging
and
your
how my dad
grandmother
left
into
my
this?
mom hanging to be a deadbeat dad. I eventually stopped the filming and sent the video to the user for a price tag of $100. About 5 seconds later, the user immediately sends another odd request, as if he disregarded my last video and was craving for more. The message read, "Can you stick your finger down your throat and vomit in a bucket? I'll pay you another $100.
What the hell? What a freaking weirdo.
This seemed extremely
No!
off-putting, but I felt as if
You're
I was
part of
obliged
this!
to do so, considering I was an extremely broke student and needed any kind of funds I could get my hands on.
You about to do it?
I decided to grab a large bowl from my...
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon. The audacity of this woman to call him a weirdo and then go look for her bucket. I mean, bowl. What a weirdo. Okay. Pause on all of that. Whoa. Pause on everything that I just did. Matter of fact, I might censor that. Y'all not about to put that in no fan edits, nah.
kitchen cabinet while contemplating my conscious decision to do such a thing. As I sat in front of my laptop, I held the bowl with one hand and stuck my index finger down my throat with
You
the other,
are nasty,
while simultaneously trying to regurgitate
Whoa! This is the craziest one ever. I told y'all to get snacks, y'all eating, and then this girl. Ariane, did you do the sound effects for this? Hit us with that.
my throat with the other, while simultaneously trying to regurgitate the instant noodles I had just eaten. I then sent the user the video with a price tag of $100. Again, the user instantly replies in a matter of seconds with another odd request. His message read, "Cut a handful of your hair off using a knife, and I'll pay you $200. I felt pretty hesitant at first, but as I digested the odd request, I thought it would be an easy $200,
This girl would do anything.
considering how I always wanted to get a haircut anyway. I responded with a stern, sure, BRB, as I went into the kitchen to grab a knife from one of the kitchen drawers. As I stared into the reflection of the blade, I began second-guessing myself, as the thought of sadistically tearing my hair off with a blade seemed very inhumane.
Now you're trying to draw lines. Second, let me tell you about what's about to happen with them other videos you just sent. He's about to download those videos, okay, that he paid $100 for, re-upload them all across the internet. It's gonna be video of you throwing up into a bowl and crying for $200.
Fortunately allowed my stupidity to completely overcloud my judgment, as I ended up biting on a piece of cloth while raising my hair with one hand, and then slowly cutting it off with the knife on my other hand. I remember trying my best not to make too much noise from my repugnant decisions, as the sheer distress from the back and forth carving of my hair left my scalp throbbing in an excruciating manner.
Why'd you do it
I then
that
shouted,
way?
There's your stupid video, you sick freak. You happy now? Huh?
as I gestured a hand at my detached hair. That's when the user immediately responds with another sadistic request, saying, "Now, cut your finger off for another $200.
Nah, knowing her, nah, she gonna try to get mad now. Nah, she gonna be like, $200. Do I really need all 5?
Immediately dismissed the user using profanities and vulgar language, basically telling him to go F himself, as I simultaneously block his account. I then went into the washroom and began to sit in the bathtub to reflect on my bizarre decisions and what possessed me to do such a thing.
Loony.
I could then hear my phone vibrating on the bathroom sink several times from the notifications set on my phone. As I got out of the shower, I checked my phone, only to see the notifications were from a user with the same profile name on Instagram.
Oh, you're donezo.
I could tell that the user was obviously a stalker, as he had no followers, but was following at least a couple hundred others. I then opened the user's messages, only to see screenshots and video footage of what transpired within our OnlyFans interaction.
Oh, what did I say?
As I scrolled up, I noticed a lengthy message from the user asking me to bring a knife to an undisclosed location if I didn't want him to send this to anyone else. Almost like I was getting taunted and blackmailed at the same time.
Yeah.
I ended up accepting the user's messages and replying with a firm,
I'm gonna sue you if you don't delete those images and videos.
He then responds with an image of my mother's Instagram
What?
and says, "Is this your mom's Instagram?" I then reply with,
What the f? Don't do it! I'm begging you!
"Go to the park now."
Okay, fine, you win. I'm leaving right now, you freak!
That's when I tucked the knife underneath the band of my leggings and began to walk towards the park. I then text the user for further instructions as I surveyed my surroundings of the park, only to see a homeless-looking individual laying on a bench. That's when I get another text from the user saying, "Since you didn't want to cut your finger off, cut his, and I'll leave you alone." I then pulled out the knife and began to approach the homeless man, as I could see he was completely passed out drunk from the empty alcohol bottle laying next to the bench he was sleeping on. As I cautiously approached the man, I began to elevate his pinky in midair with one hand while raising the knife with my other hand. I then swung the knife in one quick motion. That's when I ran back towards the main road as the man screamed in agony. I eventually made it back to my place and began panting in distress and exhaustion without making it obvious to the other individuals in the household that I had initially stepped out. I then abruptly got a call on my cell phone. I was a little hesitant to answer the phone, considering I had not given out any personal information to the user.
Oh my.
As I pull out my phone, I can see that the call was surprisingly coming from my mom.
Did she get the
I
video?
answered the phone and said,
Hello? What the hell is wrong with you, Sarah? Why would you do that? Why? Have you freaking lost your damn mind? You're all over the damn internet!
Guys, I hope you learned a valuable lesson today. Now this next one is called the Walten Files 1 Company Introductory Tape, and it was uploaded by Martin Walls. Now I've gotten a lot of requests for this, actually, after we watched the what's it called? Mandela catalog last week. Now this was sent to us by Cameron Wisdom, who said, "You have to watch the Walten Files. It's a VHS horror series with 3 episodes so far." Alright, y'all heard the man Cameron, let's do this. But first, Cameron, you didn't think you was getting out of here without ingesting one of these, huh? From your boy on the house. Spread them lips for me. Oh, hey. How you doing? Bond's Burgers? A cyber fun tech Bunny Smiles Incorporated restaurant in 1974. I'm not eating here, period. You see that?
Hi, and welcome to the introductory tape to your new job at Bunny Smiles Incorporated.
Okay.
You have applied to a job in technical support and maintenance. What does this job particularly mean? It means that you, amongst other employees, are the one who will take care of creating a magical and fun experience for Bond's Burgers.
Okay. Nice.
Hip hooray! Hip hooray!
Hey!
Has got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray! Sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today.
Okay.
The sun has got his hat on.
All right. This song is too long.
How much is that dog in the window?
Bro, y'all are not cute.
How much is that dog in the window?
I don't want the dog in the window.
How much is that dog in the window?
I don't know how much it is.
The one with the waggly tail.
I don't work here.
How much is that dog in the window?
I'm just passing by.
I do hope that dog is for sale.
Congratulations.
Old MacDonald had a
Bro, are we in preschool right now?
These are the showstoppers. Bond, Shaw, Buzu and Banny, a computer-animated band made by BSI to entertain children. As a technician, you'll be given the role of a facility caretaker.
Okay.
Around this fun and magical journey we'll work on certain tasks, such as cleaning protocols,
robot maintenance and repair,
and learning how to use BSI technology. But first, here's a message from Jack Walton and Felix Kranken, our beloved fountain. Which reads, in BSI, the most important thing to us isn't the money or the rating. The most important thing to us is that you have a wonderful experience while working with us.
Okay.
That being said, with the Bond's Burgers restaurant getting opened in a few weeks, we're looking forward to achieving this.
Like, who did y'all pay? Did y'all go on Fiverr to get y'all a company mascot? Y'all was going for that drunk bunny look? Like I could have drew this. And I don't even draw.
Dream with you.
What? Who's that? Hold on, let me look at this real quick. So it looks like Bond's Burgers got closed for good. So they moved all the electronics, animatronics, props, and arcade machines here. And there will be a facility caretaker. What? Is my tape corrupt? What's going on with that? Why they, my eyes watering. Why they have to play it in reverse? Somebody take that and then reverse that. I want to know what they said. Sunlight Animation presents a Bunny Smiles Incorporated cartoon. Little Bond's Neighborhood. Bond's Super Sleepover. Written by Sarah Evelyn.
It's a brand new day in Little Bond's neighborhood, and a really special one for sure. Little Bond has been waiting all day for his friends to arrive.
Where they friends
He is
at?
planning to have a sleepover with them. He has everything set up for the perfect movie night with his friends.
Okay. That's fun. I like
For
sleepovers.
this sleepover, he invited Shah, Buzu, and Billy. Let's check again in...
Who the freak is Billy?
We don't forget any guests. Bond invited Shah, Bozu, and...
Who? That didn't look like Billy.
Oh, that must be them. Now that everyone has arrived, I suppose it's time for the movie night to begin. Bond spent all his money on a really funny movie, which he hopes...
What the frick?
...will laugh with Little Bond. And friends watched the movie. I guess we can say they had a blast of a time.
Okay. What did that say? Did I say let me out of here?
Once the night drops, they all...
Huh? Bro, I don't trust Billy. I do not trust him. Okay. That's a weird sleep mask, but we'll rock with it. What am I waiting for? Why are you awake? Wait, I heard something in the house. Bro, showing some black tendencies right here. So y'all ever be laying down in the middle of the night and you hear something? What's like your initial reaction? It says a lot about who you are. Let's say I'm laid up. I'm tired. You just joke and then you just wait. Now, is the sounds getting closer, farther, or staying the same distance? Now, if the sound's getting closer, y'all already know. The intruders in my house just gonna hear. Now, you can still keep walking towards the bedroom if you want, because by the end of this, you're gonna be looking like Swiss cheese. Real holy. See, he's just listening right now. He like, what is that noise? Went to go investigate. You didn't bring the squad with you? Never. Missing Jack Walton. Go back upstairs, bro. A lighter. Bro, it's your house. Get the light switch. Oh my God! That one got me.
This is the brand new caretaker for the old Bonnie Smiles facility.
Oh!
I'm recording this because the company requires some type of archives for the work history.
Alright, this is a new caretaker.
Something like that. I honestly have no clue because I started working here. Actually,
I can barely hear him though.
Weird location. There's somewhere in a forest, I think, to work at. And I've been driving for 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
I can't find the place. I'm
what?
headed to the location, I think. This has gotta be it.
What? Bro, this is like Five Nights at Freddy's. Walk out. Leave. Whoa! Bro, why are you not running? He's still sitting there. He deserved to die. You just gonna sit there, keep staring at the... Hello? What's good with you? What you...
What was that thing?
Oh my gosh. What am I looking at? Oh! Okay. Is that... Who is that? I can't feel anything. He thought I was her. Hello, my name is Brian Stells, facility caretaker. So that's the guy that we just watched get mangled, right? Nah. I'm not working in no establishment where I have to take care of any animatronic, electronic, humanoid form, anything robotic, cyberkinetic, anything. Because I tell you what, the millisecond I see something like an animatronic is like facing this way, you look away, then it's like facing this way, and it's like, hold on. I could have swore you were at a 90 degree. No, you're kind of at a 45. Then you look away, and then it's just like this. Talking about some, hello, Corey. I am an animatronic. Stop, you making me laugh. Hold up. I used to work for Bond's Burgers. Now, I'm here to kill you. Now this next one is called the Mandela Catalog Overthrown, which was the third and final Mandela Catalog video that we didn't react to last time. And it was uploaded by Mandela Catalog. Now this was sent to us by Delirium1370, who said, here's another Mandela Catalog vid since you like the previous ones. P.S. I've been watching and enjoying your content for years. Delirium, I appreciate that. Actually, give me a hug. Bring it in. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. I grabbed your butt. That was a mistake. For real, Delirium! Is this like some biblical? This is already like...
Don't be afraid. I bring good news of great joy for you and all people. Tonight, your Savior was born in David's town. He is Christ, the Lord. You will...
Alright, so... I don't play around with that. I don't know where this is going, but we shall see.
You'll find him wrapped in swaddlecloth, lying in a manger.
That man Jesus. Okay. Rejoice. Jesus is born. Amen.
The Most High met you. There was a woman named Mary who lived in the city of Nazareth. She was in love with a man named Joseph. Mary was the head of her team, but she got a very special message from an angel named...
He started cussing?
I am the angel Gabriel. I've come to bring good news.
News? For me?
What?
Whatever God wants, I will do.
Is that somebody out his window?
I will fool the shepherds. I will know their greatest fear.
What?
I will know your greatest fear. Wake up, Joseph. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake.
Man, that made my skin tingle. I don't know your deepest fears.
Afraid, my dear shepherds. I have great news. I am your true Savior. I know everything about what makes you human. I know what you love. I know what you dread. Jesus, let me inside now.
This is scary. Can't you see? I deceived them. Such weak minds. I am bound to chains on my ankles that grow heavier with every step. That infinite amount of sand will be my tomb. Gara? And my foolishness will be my legacy. If there is a God, please help me. What? Nah, you're not about to just do that. Nah. That one, I always get like this weird, like, turn off when, media involves like God and Jesus, and I don't know, it's like once you go into that territory, I'm like, all right, you can literally play with anything else. That's the one thing where I'm just like, nah. This one, I don't really know like how to take that, like a scary twist. Either way, the middle of the video, I was kind of shook. Like I wasn't even talking. I was really tuned in hearing what this angel imposter thing had to say. That was pretty good. Okay, so these next videos are pretty special. This is like a CoryxKenshin / CryptTV collaboration. Now, the dope people over at CryptTV, one of the best horror YouTube channels ever, we've reacted to plenty of their videos for Spooky Scary Sundays. Well, CryptTV, they made it to the big leagues. They made a whole entire new show called Girl in the Woods that's gonna be on Peacock, which is a live streaming service. Now, you can click the link in the description, watch the first 3 episodes for free. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just like me supporting them. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, we've watched a lot of their stuff. This is me, like, bringing awareness to the show and just, you know, showing my support. But the CEO himself of CryptTV sent me over some clips to show y'all and give y'all a little taste of what Girl in the Woods is here to bring you. I think there are like 8 episodes, 30 minutes apiece. Let's do it. Girl in the Woods. Now, these clips, they're just snippets from different parts of the show. This is not like in order or anything. We're not gonna know any of these characters. I just asked them to bring me some like heat.
Mel?
Mel?
You back here?
Mel's dead. No, I hope not. Wait, what? Is this her body? Oh, all right. What the freak? What? What is going on? Alright, I kinda wanna watch this from the beginning. They're under some sort of genjutsu. What the? That was nasty.
I just tell her respectfully we don't need her help.
I promise you, she won't leave. Any news?
Mel's gone. Out for a smoke. Poof.
What do you mean gone?
I see a Hyundai. I see her cigarettes. No Mel. Can you come home? I don't know what's happening, but I'm honestly scared.
Mom. Mom. Hello?
I hate to be so right, but the beast is hunting.
We saw a lot of damaging weather hammering the south at the end of May, and while some storms may have calmed in some states, they also may...
As you can see, something is going on in this town. Phone's not working, TV's not working. It's getting inside of her!
Residents are thrilled to find nature prevailing upon closure of the local mine. Jobs and ecotourism.
Bro, I feel like she just got infected. Y'all remember on Bird Box, you had to like look at it at whatever it was, and once you look at it, I feel like this is exactly what just happened. Some junk plays on the TV. Imagine how quick something could spread if all it had to do was infiltrate our media devices. We look at our TVs, we look at our phones, we would all be dead.
The local mine.
Look at her smiling. What's she smiling about?
Tripled. Cormorants have returned to hunt in local streams, and life expectancy has shot up. All thanks to you, Victoria Frisk.
Is that in a reflection?
Tasha. Why are you walking like that?
It's my power pose. I do it before recitals when I'm nervous.
Power pose?
Hell's greatest weakness. Power dancers. I feel so safe.
Anything to stay calm. What are you doing?
Oh, this is called the mean lane. It's like the power pose, but way sicker.
Right, why is y'all in the back being horny? Shut up!
Calm mind is a steady hand. Remember, if you get too scared, if you flinch in the place of action, the blood herd will sniff your weakness and kill you. But if the ledger is right, then the hypnotist prefers to lure from a safe distance rather than attack with force, so you should be safe.
Why do you suckers dress like they in High School Musical? Are y'all not up in the woods about to battle these monsters? Like, where do y'all think y'all at right now? My girl right here? Look, you can tell she did not come out here for games.
If the ledger is right, then the hypnotist prefers to lure from a safe distance rather than attack with force, so you should be safe. Nolan, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
You cannot drop the act. The herd don't have eyes, but it will know. Once it's onto you, you must remain steady. Under no circumstances should you try to fight it.
Whoa, whoa!
This is not gold.
That's how you
Devil's bone, and it comes from their world. It's the only way to kill them.
What's going on in this clip?
This is Nolan. You know what to do.
Perfume. Alright, she about to get ready and... She about to get ready to do? Hospital?
Everything is wonka dog. Like bad. And I just need to hear you because I'm like, you should be here. Just give me something.
Careful what you wish for. Ooh. If any monster is busting that pose, I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at you. You're not about to freaking hit me with one of these that I'm supposed to... Oh. Bro, don't. Why would you look away again? Why would you do that? Oh, it sounds like a clicker. A Last of Us clicker. Why would you look away again? Bro. She wanted to die. She wanted to die! You had not one, not two, not three. How many times did she look away? Now, they gave me some more clips, but I'm not trying to spoil too much for y'all. Something going on in this town, and it seems to be up to some young adults. Good luck. To try and figure out what's going on and how to defeat it. Either way, shout out and big salute to Crypt TV for making this show and getting it on Peacock. And thank you for giving me the clips to react to it. I'm excited to see how it all turns out. All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here. I don't know how many I reacted to. I kind of lost track. This week was decent. I'm gonna give y'all a 9. I did like the submissions though, and once again, shout out to Crypt TV for Girl in the Woods. Be sure to check it out over on Peacock. That said, next week is literally Halloween. Next Spooky Scary Sunday falls on a Halloween. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen again, but I need y'all to bring some straight fire. Come on, the Halloween episode has to be lit. It's got to be like the scariest episode. So until then, Spooky Scary Sunday.
Cause my name is CoryxKenshin.